We all know the Lunar New Year is a huge deal every year, but let me tell you, 2026 is on a whole other level. We're talking about the year of the fire horse, an astrological event so rare it only comes around once every 60 years. So, let's get right into what makes this year so incredibly significant. Just to put this into perspective, look at this number. 2 billion people. That's right, nearly a quarter of the entire global population celebrates the Lunar New Year. We're talking about one of the most important cultural events on the planet, period. Okay, so if this celebration is this massive every single year, you might be asking, what's the big deal about 2026? Well, as it turns out, a whole lot. I mean, we are looking at a genuine cosmic convergence here. It's the first fire horse year since all the way back in 1966, and it brings this intense double fire energy. As if that wasn't enough, it lines up with the solar eclipse. And to top it all off, the celebration itself has just been officially recognized by UNESCO. It's like a perfect storm of cultural and celestial events all happening at once. So let's dig into the main event, the fire horse itself. To really get why it's such a big deal, we have to understand the 60-year cycle it's a part of. So the official name for this astrological year is Bing Wu. And no, that's not just some fancy name. Think of it like a specific coordinate in time. It's the 43rd spot in this long 60-year rotation. And the two parts of that name are what create all the fireworks. This is where we get that fire-on-fire alignment that makes the year so intense. You've got Bing, which stands for Yang fire, like the blazing, powerful sun. Then you have Wu, which is the horse. And guess what? The horse's own natural element is also fire. So you're literally stacking fire on top of fire. It creates the most potent fire energy you can get in the entire 60-year cycle. Wow. And believe me, this isn't just some abstract idea. This energy has had very real-world consequences. Just look at the last fire horse year, 1966. In Japan, a superstition spread that women born that year would be, let's say, too strong-willed. And what happened? Japan's birth rate dropped by a jaw-dropping 25%. That's the kind of cultural impact this can have. So what are people born in horse years actually like? Well, think of someone who is super energetic, charismatic, and fiercely independent. They're optimistic adventurers, but, they can also be a little impulsive and hot-tempered. Now, imagine all of that turned up to 11. That's a fire horse. You can totally see this in famous horses, right? Like the nonstop energy of Jackie Chan or the undeniable charm of Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, but the zodiac? That's just one piece of the puzzle. To really get the full picture, we've got to travel back in time. We're going from ancient monsters all the way to the rituals we see today. And I mean, this holiday is ancient. Its roots go back almost 4,000 years to harvest festivals in the Shang dynasty. It got its official date way back around 100 BCE, and today, it kicks off what's known as the Chunyan migration, which is no big deal, just the largest annual movement of human beings on the entire planet. At the very heart of so many of these traditions is this one single, incredible story. The legend of a terrifying beast named Nian. The story goes that every New Year's Eve, this monster would come down and just wreak havoc on villages. Until one year, a wise old elder finally figured out what it was afraid of. And get this, those 3 weaknesses became the 3 pillars of the entire celebration. What were they? The color red, bright lights and fire, and loud noises. Suddenly, all the red banners, the lanterns, the firecrackers, it all makes sense, right? They're not just for decoration, they are literally the ancient weapons used to fight off the monster. In fact, the phrase Guo Nian, which means to celebrate the New Year, can also be translated as to survive Nian. How cool is that? The whole festival is actually a 15-day affair, each with its own rhythm. It all kicks off with that super important family reunion dinner on New Year's Eve. Then, day 1 is all about new clothes and visiting family. But, and this is a big one, absolutely no sweeping, or you might sweep all your good luck away. The whole thing just builds and builds until the grand finale on day 15, the absolutely beautiful Lantern Festival. And while those core traditions are pretty common, what's amazing is how the holiday has taken on this incredible new life as it's spread across the globe. It's become this beautiful, vibrant mosaic of unique celebrations. I mean, it's just incredible. In Vietnam, during Tet, Families make special rice cakes and are super careful about who the first person to enter their home is. Over in Korea, for Salal, families eat tteokguk soup to symbolize growing a year older. And then you have Singapore, where they have the Yusheng prosperity toss, basically a party where everyone joyfully launches a salad into the air for good fortune. You gotta love it. And the scale of some of these celebrations, it's just mind-boggling. Take Hong Kong. The fireworks display over Victoria Harbor launches a staggering 31,888 shells into the sky. And you see that same kind of spectacle all over the world. San Francisco's parade has this enormous 268-foot-long golden dragon. London hosts the largest gathering of lion and dragon dancers in all of Europe. And in Taiwan, the Ping Sea Sky Lantern Festival literally fills the night sky with thousands of glowing wishes. It's truly a global phenomenon. What's also fascinating is how even the most ancient traditions are evolving. Let's talk about the red envelope, or hongbao. The old-school way, it's given by married people, filled with crisp new bills, in even-numbered amounts. Now, fast forward to the digital version. Anyone can send one through an app like WeChat, the amount is capped, and this randomized luckiest draw feature has turned the whole thing into a massive social game. Tradition, meet technology. Okay, so we've covered the history, the astrology, the global parties, but what does the year of the fire horse actually mean for you? All right, let's get into the predictions. I absolutely love this quote from expert Nixie Marie because it just perfectly captures the energy shift. She says, if the previous year of the snake was all about thinking and planning, well, the fire horse is the vehicle to race forward on that path. It's all about action. The theme here is momentum, not stillness. So what about relationships? The horse's super high energy finds its best match with the tiger, the goat, and the dog, signs that really complement their ambition. And the most challenging match? That's going to be the rat, the horse's direct zodiac opposite. And for those of you looking to maximize your luck, here are the key things to know for 2026. The favored colors are yellow, green, and red. Your lucky numbers are 2, 3, and 7. The year's energy is expected to really boost industries like AI, tech, and the arts. And the luckiest zodiac signs are predicted to be the dog, the goat, and the tiger. So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. 2026 is a year for action. The fire horse energy is all about momentum, and it rewards bold, courageous moves. But, and this is a big but, it's a double-edged sword. That same fire punishes recklessness. The key is to seize the energy and gallop forward, but to do it with purpose and with discipline. And that really brings us to our final thought. A year with this much intensity, this much potential for change and for moving forward, only comes around once every 60 years. Just think about that. The next one won't arrive until 2086. So the real question is, how will you harness this once-in-a-generation energy?